Welcome back to Sussex Farms for episode 30 with me, MrSealyp. It's midwinter. It's 7:33 in the morning. It's still fairly dark. -5 degree air temp, -2 degree ground temp. The ground is frozen. There'll be no more field work being done through the winter. So, as with any farmer through the winter, is finding jobs to do. Repair work and all those kind of things. We are getting more egg boxes and the chickens are doing fine. Feed area at the moment doesn't need cleaning. But what we will do is make sure all the feeds are topped up. Oh, I left that barn open last night. Whoops. Oh, it doesn't matter actually because I can use the van now anyway, can't I? All the bales in the corner are gone. I used those. They were all put out into the feed area. I need to do all the feeding of the animals now, so I'm not going to put you through that, but just to say that we're here. Right, the manure is still in here. We're going to do something with that in a little while, as you've probably seen from the thumbnail already. Biogas wars. That'll become more apparent in a minute. What did I do with the van? Oh, it's over there. I've lost my own van. Anyway, yeah, animals. Where are we looking at the moment? So, cows are still at 42. We're not far off new births. Pigs, we're up to 91 now. Wow. Sheep are still at 100, not far off new births there. 2 chicken enclosure, we have had no new births yet. Now, interestingly, some of the ones, if you want them to produce young, you don't put roosters in. No, if you want them to produce young, you put roosters in. If you don't want young but you want eggs, then you take the roosters out. But I'm pretty sure with the ones we went for, the hang on, I did the thing on these, the guide to, didn't I? The Rhode Island Reds, because they're a crossbreed and they can do both. We are getting eggs, and it does say next. Oh, mind you, next animal in is all. Oh yeah, look, 0.0, 0.1. So we are going to get some new births. They're not going to be as prolific, but you can get both from the Rhode Island Reds. That's the beauty of doing them. So yeah, we need to sort some feed out. I'm going to do the sheep first. The cows, obviously, because we've got our mixer wagon already sat there, I can just go over, turn that on, and away we go. I'm only going to need about 2,500 maybe. Just trying to think to fill those troughs up. They don't require a lot. And what we can also, oh, should have put last time, shouldn't I? And we'll also see how we're looking bale wise. There's a few bales there. We're okay. Yeah, didn't need all of it. Let me just whiz through. Come around that way. Got a few straw bales still on the floor, which is good. I put a load of straw bales in here for the cows. They've still got some on the floor, so our straw's all looking good. Feed area needs cleaning. What I will do is jump on here. Get them going. Check our menu. Cows. Yeah, we may need to refill this. Water will be next. Sheep are going to need some hay. Yeah, water all round. And then we'll be done. Fantastic. I will see you in a bit. Hopefully it's a bit lighter. We've got a few jobs to do today. Like I say, it's the off season, so it's finding things to do. We need to make some more money. I've done a few contracts, as you've already seen. We are going to try and make as much money as we can today, because before the end of the episode I'm going to buy pig food. And I think I'm going to actually buy pig food and not the individual crop types. Again, we'll see. Fantastic. We've still got 5,676 litres in here. I can come and pick this up, refill it, bring it back, put it down again. It's entirely up to me, however I want to do it. But that should see me right through the day. Fantastic. I'm kind of bouncing between little bits and bobs here. Let's jump in. I will unload that into the silo later. Now, what I am going to do as well, I think, at this end where I have been storing this in various different places, the wheel loader, and it's kind of left out in the open quite a lot. I think what we might do is get one of those porch extensions and have a roof over that here. I know it doesn't need it, but, you know, aesthetically I think it might be quite nice. Right. Yeah, carrying on. Righty-ho then. I've just finished water for everyone. They've all been watered. Now I'm going to take the manure. Now I have got the manure in here, 79,000 litres. I've got some in storage that I got from a while ago in case I wanted to do greenhouses, and I've forgotten all about that. There's a little bit down in the other silo, I think, as well, about 22,000 litres, and I've got some back in the bunkers again, about another 30,000 litres in the bunkers. So I'm going to do more than one run of manure. I'm going to explain what I was talking about, biogas wars, when we get down there. I kind of alluded to it yesterday, and I apologise if I caused any confusion, because I sometimes bounce between narrative and creating a storyline that's interesting, and telling you things about maps and what map makers have done, and I apologise if I may have made people think that there were changes. There are changes, but changes that I have made. Like I say, all will become clear in a moment. We're going to head down. We are going to make our way to the biogas plant. But the reason I say biogas wars is because there's another competitor. The same as with the edge grain silo. When that got put in, we've got a new player in the marketplace, which is good. It's good for business. It's good for us. It means prices. You've got options on prices and where you can sell things. Now, as far as the manure goes, it's not actually going to make any difference. I'm still going to go to the original. And I will explain for why. I mean, it's all about pricing at the end of the day. However, it does change things ever so slightly for the spring. I will explain why. I keep saying that. I will explain why. Down here, there's a new facility. Liz Gas. We have a second biogas plant that has just recently opened. Wondrous. Now, the thing about this is, I'll be honest, I did make a bit of a mistake, and I seem to be doing that a lot lately. The reason behind this being, it gives us options, like I just said. Now, if we go across to manure, where we are now, the biogas plant here is paying $4.50, because this is the new one where it says biogas plant. 450. If we go down, I think it's that way round. If I hope I don't get this wrong, the BGA, yeah, which is the original, is paying 720 for manure. I'm still better off selling it at the other one. This one up the top here is the newly added one. Biogas plant is only paying 450. Now I thought in my head it paid way more than that, but it doesn't. But I'll tell you what it does pay way more for. If we scroll across until we get to them. Potatoes and sugar beet, 900 for 1,000 litres. That puts the cat among the pigeons, because I'm now thinking, when you think about what you get yield wise on potatoes and sugar beets at 900 for 1,000, you can make a tidy bit of money on that selling to the biogas plant here. Now the other biogas plant, BGA, doesn't take potatoes and sugar beet, I don't think. No. So potentially in spring we could end up, I think, planting maybe some sugar beets. We've done potato already, but anyway, this is the biogas war. They're now, they're vying for our business. And to be honest with you, plus the farm shop, which is where I was selling potatoes before, which was one of the better prices we were getting for potatoes. That has now been blown out of the water by the new BGA or biogas plant. So yeah, we're going to go down to the other one. We're going to offload there. I'm going to come back and I'm going to gather everything apart from what's in my silo up at the farm. I'm going to collect what's in the silo here. I think there's about 22,000 litres in this one. Come back, sell that, because we're also getting Digestate as a byproduct, which I'd completely forgotten about, and I haven't been using that as a fertiliser source, so we'll use it as a finance source, because we can sell Digestate, which is what we're going to do. So obviously, being in winter, there's not a lot we can do. Repair work, maintenance, those kind of things, buildings, add-ons, but making money is, this is where we can sell crops. This is where demands are normally people needing stuff through the winter. You can do all right. So I'm doing transport jobs for myself now, which is unusual. I normally do them for everyone else. There is a transport job available, but it's for mushrooms, and I'm not touching them with a barge pole, because if I do, it will catapult everything all around the map. So I think we'll stay well clear of that. So we won't get paid for this until midnight, but realistically we should get the Digestate immediately, shouldn't we? Pretty sure we do. So let's unload. No, this will stop at some point, because will it stop? I'm trying to think. 79,000 litres. I can't remember last time I bought stuff here, because we have bought stuff here before. Right, we'll let that go down a little bit. We are going to be heading over to get pig food today as well. That's why I want to try and make as much money as I possibly can. Let's have a look at the Digestate situation. Is that rising already? It should be. Yeah, so if you look along there, I'll zoom in now. Even though we don't get paid for the manure we've just put in, our Digestate is going up, because that's the byproduct. It's making Digestate as it's processing the silage that's going in. So I'll bring down the rest of the manure, we'll get that in. There'll be all those silage bales when they're done fermenting, but that's not going to be probably for another month, probably not till late winter. We're done. Right. I'm going to go and get the rest. We'll get that in. Oh, actually, no. I'm going to do something else first before I do that. I will come back down here, but while I'm up there, I'm going to do something else. I'll see you back at the farm in a minute. I nearly forgot about this. Let's swing round. Oh, I've left myself a lot of room there. I'll get around the lamppost. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to put this in the silo for the moment. We'll come and get that later. It's easier then than having to scoop it up off the floor again. Let's put it in there. So, next job while I'm up here, we're going to take the surplus wheat we've got. I'm going to do one full load. The rest I'm going to leave in storage because we need wheat and we need barley for feeding the chickens now. If I'm going to buy pig food for the pigs, I don't now necessarily need the wheat and the barley for their feed. Again, this is all a little bit fingers crossed type situation. Let's go that way. So we've got 110,000 litres. I'm just going to do one full load, 79,000 litres. We'll take that over to Jack and Jill because they were paying 800. I think it's 850 something it's paying out now. Again, let's scroll across. So this is it. This is about, you know, all the stuff that I've been building up and storing. Where are we? Jack and Jill, windmill, 845, which is pretty good for wheat, let's be honest. So we'll do one full load to them. Cover that over. This is pretty steep. God, blimey, they're struggling. Okay, let's see what we make on this. Nice. $66 grand. Not bad. Fantastic. Right, so now I'm going to load up with all the spare manure I've got back down to the BJ, and we'll get rid of that. And then we'll come back up. What's next on my list? I'm just looking down my list. I'm knocking things off. Wheat to Jack and Jill done. Manure I'm in the process of. Oh yeah, we're going to stick a porch on, aren't we? Now it's daylight, be a bit easier to see while we're doing that. I think what I'll do, I'll empty the silo here of whatever manure we've got in it, and then whatever manure is with the pigs, I'll leave the pig manure or manure sat there. So if I do decide to do greenhouses, we've got some there. We want manure. Oh, blimey, 58,000 litres. Okay. I suppose we just put 22 in. There was 30 something in there, and then what's around there. So we're going to get another full load of manure down to the biogas plant at BGA. So I know because we've got two now, biogas and BGA. Make sure I'd say the correct one. And I'll use the wheel load to scoop up the rest. So what we've got there for the pigs, I'm going to leave that. That's going to be for, I'll say for greenhouse. If I want to do the greenhouse again, it's better to have it as an option. Have it and not need it, I think, is probably the better way of doing it. So what we'll do this time, put myself in a better position, I think, because it was a little bit. It was tricky last time. So come to grab the wheel loader. So this is where I've been parking up. I was originally parking up down the side of the bunk silo, but I thought if I'm going to use it for cleaning out the feed area every now and again, I might as well put it here. So I'm going to put a porch on it. Simply for aesthetics. It really doesn't necessarily need it. What's this under? Sheds, isn't it, I think? And I'm going to go for probably the 13 metre. This is architect's drawings, obviously. This is where we're looking at the feasibility study. If I bring it over and we put it kind of... That's not quite straight, is it? Let's try and straighten that up a little bit. Oh, that's tricky getting that straight. Come on. I don't think that is still, is it? Maybe. And we can attach it onto the barn supports probably there. Let's go that way a little bit more, I think, don't we? Yeah, something like that, I think. Might be quite good. It's attached onto the supports of the barn there. Covers it over nicely. Just the right length. Don't want to go too much longer. I think that's what we're going to go for, I think. Yeah, why not? We'll get that sorted. Right, that's that full. We'll get that off. Hopefully my shelter will have been built. So the construction teams here are pretty good. I like that. It's a brilliant mod. Fantastic, fantastic bit of kit. So it's attached into the supports here. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. We now have a home for the wheel loader anyway. Like I say, it is purely aesthetic. But if you wanted to store bales right close to the you know, I know you can put the bales in the actual point here, and it will gradually take them. But if it was an outdoor one or something like that, and you know, you could just place them right up close if you didn't have any barn space near to where you are. Turn the engine off, lights off. We're good to go. Fantastic. Right, I'm going to get that manure down to the biogas plant now. Down to the BGA. Right then. While we're waiting for the digestate to be produced, because that's going to be the next step, like I say, we want to try and make as much money as possible before we move on to the pig food situation, is the pig food itself. And I've been going around all the sales reps, we've been looking at all the options available, and here's what I've broken it down to. With regard to, over, you know, we've got the farmers market over, actually, you know what, let's whiz over there, we might as well, while we're here, we'll whiz over. Whereabouts is it? Over here. I'll see you there in a minute. Hang on. So over here by the SUSSEX brewery, we got like farmers market, well, not farmers market in so much as you go and buy produce. This is for farmers mart. Let's just say that we've got seed refill point. We've got the multi-selling station from Edge Castiga. We have got new in. We've got the pig food silo. Is it? Yeah. Buying point from Holger Sengstock. We've got options on pallets, we've got options on silos. If we go in here under auger wagons and I go right the way across, we've got these ones here, the IT runner silos. The IT runner silos are by DD Mod Passion. They've got a pig food one there, £45,000 for 35,000 litres. If we come across, we've got our big bags. So we've got a pig food big bag. That's the Giants one. That's 1,000 for 1,000. What else have we got? Under here, we've got under the bigger pallets as well. We've got these, the Pioneer pallets. They were by Agrotechnic Nordeifel. 1,650 for 2,400 litres. So working that all down, breaking those prices down per 1,000 litres. Per 1,000 litres. The Edge multi-selling station works out 616 per 1,000. The pig food one here works out at 280 per 1,000. I think that's going to be by far the cheapest. The big bags, the standard Giants ones, are 1,000 for 1,000. We know that already. The pallets by Agritechnic Nordiefall come out at 687 per 1,000. And by far the most expensive one at the moment is the silos. The silos by DD Mod Passion, 45,000 for 35,000 litres, comes in at 1,286 for 1,000 litres. That's the way to go for our pig food. If we're going to buy pig food, it's got to be one of those. Now, admittedly, if you're going to try and offset costs, there's the cost of building it, placing it. If you want to go down the route of saying, well, I want to have it as kind of part of an established farm setup, that kind of thing. I don't run it, I don't own it, I'm just buying from it, therefore you can kind of place it yourself. It's entirely up to you how you want to do it. But that's what we're going to be going with, I think. We're going to be buying pig food from here. As far as Digestate goes, how are we looking? Looks like it's stopped, and we're up to 166,519 litres of Digestate. So back to the farm, grab a tanker, let's get the Digestate sold. Once the Digestate's sold, we'll come back down here, we'll buy pig food. I think I'm going to do one load, 79,000 litres, and we'll see how we go with that. See how long that lasts us. We may well come down for another one, but that's what we're going to be doing. Just thought, you know, again, it's all kind of consumer research, let's just call it that. Back to the farm. So, tanker first. Like I said, we're doing our own transport jobs. So we've got the Missy B 60,000 litre. This does do Digestate, so we're going to get back down to the biogas plant with this. Fill up from here, and then we're going to go to the slurry buy sell point, which is already on the map. That's actually down near the new biogas plant. Right then. We are over here, aren't we? Of course we are. It's all a bit mucky. Digestate 166,500. Bearing in mind as well, this is a byproduct. This is all surplus. We're already going to make money from selling of the manure. We've made a little bit already from the previous sale. 2 loads of 79,000 we've just done. This is all byproduct, so this is all extra. And I've done this on Let's Plays before. I think on Washoe I used the Digestate for the fields. I had the massive, was it the Veenhuis? Which one was it I was using? And I was using it to fertilise the fields. But in this case, we'll go and sell it. So we should get just under 3 full loads. Yeah, 120, yeah. 2 2/3 ish, somewhere around there. This tanker is going to need to be seriously cleaned out. Pressure washed, I think. We'll get inside and give it a good old clean out. Watch out for traffic because they're a bit of a menace along here. So we're going to go back past the garden centre, past the storage silos. We're going to go just past the new BGA. Coming. Oh, I wish I'd have held on to some of those potatoes, you know. Right, and in here. So we want slurry in, don't we? Slurry out. That's slurry in. It takes slurry and digestate. go. What are we going to make on this? Whoa, you have got to be kidding me. What are they paying for? Digestate is obviously in high demand. Very high demand. Good grief. Plenty of money for pig food. I mean, we already made money doing the chaff for the pig food. This is all bonus. Bonus time. What should we buy? Let's have a big old party. I'm only playing on normal as well. Imagine if you're playing on easy. I got paid almost 1,000 for 1,000. Literally just under. Oh, man. Alright, well, forget potatoes and sugar beet then. Digestate's the way to go. Any way on here you can provide anything to the biogas plant. Digestate, brown gold. Blimey. I doff my cap in your direction, Mr. Bear and Papa. Thank you very much. My Jiminy Cricket. Wow, right, back to the next load. Right, I'm going to clear that out then. So we'll get rid of 166,000 litres. That's going to bring the money right up. And then we'll sort out pig food. And hopefully before I finish the episode as well, we need to grind those stumps out, or at least start grinding those stumps out from way back last winter when I cut the trees down. I have already leased the stump grinder. I was going to get the T-Rex. I used that when I was doing the fields and I didn't show it, I didn't record it, and I don't know why I didn't. I leased it to cut those trees down that were on field 7? 7? I think it was. No, 9. On field 9. That were in the way when I ploughed the fields out, so I should have done that, and I apologise for not showing it. So let's get the next load. Wow. Now normally, I know there's the Digestate sell point, part of the Holger Sengstocks packs, and there are a few of those for buying and selling of manure and slurry and storage and selling. You don't make anywhere near as much on Digestate. Jim has got this set fairly high. Cool. I'll see you in a bit when we're a little bit richer. So as we turn down Sealy Lane, past SUSSEX Brewery and Sealy G Bakery, we've just gone past, we are now in the pig food market. I was thinking, because I bought originally the crops, and I did this, if you didn't watch the episode way back, when I bought the pigs, I bought the 10 pigs and I bought corn, wheat, canola and the trailer. And I spent 34,655. I said I was going to keep a running tally on the pigs to see what we've spent out on them compared to what we make when we sell them. Now those original 10 pigs were nearly £10,000, and I'm keeping those, so take that off and we're at 24 grand. So I'm going to add this on as well. I don't think I could buy the individual crops for the price it's going to charge me. What did I just get stuck on? No idea. Right, so we can get a full load. We're up to 954,000. That's Digestate. Brown gold. It's incredible. It's going to take a little while to fill this up. But 280, I'm going to get full load for about, I'm thinking, 25 grand? Is that right? No, 25. Is that wrong? That's incredible. 79,000 litres. This is by far the cheapest way of doing pig food. It'll tell me what it's going to cost when it comes to the end, of course. That's what I'm trying to work out in my head. God, imagine using those silos, the IT runner silos, 1,286 for 1,000 litres. That's a lot of money. Anyway, a competitive marketplace, that's what I like. Yeah, I think we've only used 10 grand now, haven't we? We're about halfway, yeah. 954, 944, maybe 20, 25 grand, something like that. We'll see how far this goes without ever increasing drove. $22,119. That's fantastic. 22,119. Yeah, there's no way I could have got 79,000 litres of the other crop types for that amount of money. Cover it over. Let's get that back and put into storage. I mean, I think when I did the chaff and I said I think we made 200,000 and I thought we're going to spend all that on pig food easily because it's going to cost a lot of money. If I do another couple of runs on that, I'm looking at, you know, 150,000 litres. If I do another one on top, 200 and something thousand litres for about 60 grand. I'll start off with one load and we'll see how we go. I don't want to get too much and then find I don't need anywhere near this amount, but we'll see how we go. Right. Wow, okay, that's cool. We're still looking very, very good on the finances now. We just need a few decent payouts and we're going to crack that million. That's always one of those points on any Let's Play I do. If you can crack the million, you know you're doing well. There's probably more machinery we could be getting. We could upgrade the harvester, buy a second harvester. It does give us a lot of options now. So anyway, back to the farm. I'm a happy boy. It's smiling on my face. It's all good. If I can drive in a straight line, that would be even better. Still smiling. All that's good in the world. It's all going to plan. That makes a change for me. Doesn't normally work this well. So, let's put that into storage. I'm just looking down my list. Jobs for today. Manure delivered. Porch on the barn. Wheat to Jack and Jill. Sell the Digestate. Buy the pig food. And then stump grinding. Stump grinding is the last thing I've got on my list for today. It's 11:47, nearly lunchtime. Again, we're in that midwinter situation where I could do a load of logging, I guess. In late winter, I've got to just keep up with feeding the animals, make sure we're all good there. It's just looking after them. It's the animal husbandry, really. I'm going to jet wash out the tanker. That's sitting over there at the wash point. Bit of maintenance on vehicles, I guess. The lorry could do with a little bit of work, couldn't it? We can take that in and give that a bit of a going over in the workshop. I don't think we're going to get any snow though. Pretty sure we're not showing any. As far as jobs go, realistically there aren't many. There's not going to be harvesting. The ground's too frozen to do a lot of other stuff. So it's going to be transport jobs is really the only things we're going to be able to do, unless the snow's that bad, in which case I suppose we could do a bit of snow ploughing, snow clearing, salt spreading, that kind of thing. If we get the opportunity there, that's going to need some work, that's going to need some spraying. I'm going to grab the class, we're going to go over and grab the stump grinder. I mean, I don't need the class, actually, you know what, I'm going to grab this, I do love this, this is a brilliant bit of kit. Going to go up to the store, grab the stump grinder, whiz over to that field, and clear those stumps out. That'll be the last of my jobs for today. This thing's phenomenal in cab as well, with the seat suspension. I love it. What a brilliant... I love the fact you can see the tyres. I've said that before, when you take the fenders off, I just like that. Don't know why I'm going here. It's my field. I can cut across if I want to. That is my prerogative. Bit bumpy, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to see you over there in a minute. We'll do some stump grinding. This is filthy inside. Look at the state of the carpet. Outrageous. Right, got the stump grinder. On the back I've got one of the safety bumper weights. I bought that a little while ago. I don't know if I mentioned buying it when I was doing the fertilising / weeding with the aggro mash. I was missing bits, and as soon as I put a weight on it seemed to work way better. So I've got that on the back. Let's turn this on at the front. We'll start. It doesn't like that. Oh, that's weird. I'm going to tilt it a little bit. I was thinking with regard to the pigs. Is that gone? I think it has, hasn't it? That seemed to get a little bit of a clonk then. Oh no, it's still there. Weird. Ah, hang on. That seems better. Gone. Fantastic. Yeah, with regard to the pigs, because we're running seasons, I'm going to be running a farrow to finish. This is really hard to see from in cabinet where it is. Did I get it? Yeah, farrow to finish, not farrow to feeder. So we're going to run them right the way through and just see how much money we can make on them when they reach that lovely fattened up state. I've got loads to do, haven't I? I forgot I did loads up the hillside as well, didn't I? Anyway, we are now stump grinding, which was where I intended to be. This does not like the hills with the stump grinder running. Did I miss that completely, or did I get it? Nope, got it. It's difficult to tell. Do it from outside, it's a little bit easier. Normally, with a... I say it's not a low horsepower tractor because it's 195 horsepower, but with the stump grinder running at the same time, it does struggle a little bit. Did I come out this far? Got a couple up here. Anyway, yeah, we are done for this episode. This was the last of my jobs that I wanted to get done. Oh, there we go, that was easy. And at some point, as I did say, however long ago it was, I was going to put some trees in here, wasn't I? I was going to put an orchard in, and never got round to it. But we will do. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. It's been those winter jobs, making a bit of money and preparing to get through the winter, and for the next year really is where we're at, and it seems to be going rather well. We've got plenty of money, so we can buy some more land, some more machinery, whatever we need to do. If you have enjoyed it, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest, whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.